here for is to listen to the Senate meeting and to the people talking about the budget cuts and how they should not be cut. I repeat, should not be cut. I would say very nicely, don't cut us out.
We need California citizens, registered voters, to get in touch with their state legislators, senators and assemblymen, and let them know the inequity of these cuts, that the cuts are too large for our developmentally disabled California citizens. We all know this is a tough time and there's a huge, huge budget deficit that needs to be fixed. But we feel, and the numbers show, that those with developmental disabilities and the services they have are getting too large of a cut. The cuts need to have equity. The prison system, as I understand it, is getting a 1% cut. We're looking at potentially overall a 35% cut. So fair is fair.
State your name
My name is Phil Bonet.
and what you do.
I work at the Alta California Regional Center.
Okay, the question is, why are you here today?
I'm here because I was invited by the director of the department to come and work on the budget advisory work group to look at the possibility of statewide service standards. And I agreed to serve as part of the Residential Services Committee. So me and about 25 other people just had a 3-hour conversation about ways that money could be saved and things could be more standardized in the residential services here in California, which spends about 25% of the budget for the DDS here in California. So it's something like $1 billion.
So what are your thoughts on the budget cut?
Well, I think it's really unfortunate that we're in a situation where we have to reduce budgets for people who seriously need the services that are provided, and that we're in such a tough spot here with the state budget. I do have to say that I think that the DDS folks are doing the best that they can to try to include people, and so parents and consumers and providers and people like me from regional centers are all part of the process. The bottom line is, though, they need to save the money, and it's not going to be pretty. We're just going to have to do everything we can to try to hang on to the Lanterman Act and to the right to services that currently exists, and I'm certainly going to do everything I can to stand up for the rights of the folks that I represent at Alta.
So what would you say to Governor Brown on this cut?
I hope that he thinks long and hard about the impact of these big giant reductions and maybe consider reducing them a little bit, because folks with developmental disabilities have been the brunt of budget cuts now for many years ongoing, and at some point we can only cut so much until people start to get hurt, and I think we're pretty close to that point right now.
So what would you say? Where's Frank?
Well, where's Frank? Oh, you talking about my Uncle Frank? No, you're talking about Frank Lanterman. Well,
Yes.
Frank Lanterman had passed away many years ago, but his legislation, the Lanterman Act, is still with us, and it'd be interesting to see what he thought about the Lanterman Act today as opposed to when he first wrote it. I know when he first wrote the Lanterman Act, and it was passed by Governor Reagan, that it was just a few pages long. It's turned into a sort of how to do it with less manual for the state of California. I think he'd probably be pretty surprised and disappointed to see that it's come to this.
Well, thanks very much for the interview, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.
What is your name?
Brittany,
And why are you here today?
because we're trying to have them not to do the cuts. If it doesn't go through, then I'll still go to school, still be in the program. If it does go through, then I'm kind of in trouble.
And what would you say to Governor Brown?
Just don't do the cuts, because it hurts all of us.
And my final question is, where's Frank?
Don't know.
Thank you. What is your name?
Rachel.
And why are you here today?
I came with my program in Alliance to not cut my programs out. So
And what would you say to Governor Brown if he was here right now?
Keep enough money so I can keep going to work. So.
All right. And my final question to you is, where's Frank?
I don't know.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. And we'll fight some more for our rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go.
Yes. Good job. Good job.
I think that might be all she
I'm done.
She's done.
I'm done. Bye, everyone. I can't say nothing else no more.